Hey folks, so we are doing a takeover today of this beauty. This beauty here in Manchester, New Hampshire. This is a 4-unit building. It's a lot of greenery. Can't really see the house. The takeover on this one. This was a very heavily value add, as you can tell from behind me. It needs a lot of work. One of the first things we do in a takeover is we have to come in here and change all the locks. We noticed all the tenants. There's only one left, so you can see a better shot from the back. This one has a massive parking lot, which really, the only reason we even bought this house, we overpaid for it. We did it because the seller was holding 95% seller financing, and because if you look across the street there, that's a parking lot for a corporation, but if closer there, that hole in the ground is going to be a new 12-unit new build that we are also doing, the AE Real Estate Group. So part of our takeover process is we obviously notice all the tenants, if there are any tenants available. We then change all the locks on the vacant units to secure the building. We then go through and do a scope of work for what's needed for exteriors, grounds, systems, and then per unit scopes of work. So that's what we're doing today. We already did a rough scope of work. We're meeting some contractors out there today. Definitely need some work here. What we're also going to do is we're going to be taking a lot of this greenery and actually converting this into parallel parking. What we'll ultimately end up doing is getting about 20 spots in here that we can then license and lease up. Most of them going over there. We'll see what happens. And we have the Sammy Hagar himself, Brad, is here helping change some locks, securing the building. There he is. He's so good looking. All right, beautiful. And that is, I've got the contractor calling me right now just to make sure. So this one has some roof issues. We always want to make sure we separate utilities when we possibly can. We did do a quick walkthrough in the basement. I might do that in a separate video, but we do have some systems issues. We want to make sure things are separated as they can be. If they're not already separated, then we want to see if we can, what the cost would be to, we don't like to install separate heating and cooling units, so we try to do like a ductless mini split system. We run roughly about $4,000 a unit on that if we have to separate utilities, but it saves a lot in oil and gas, especially up here in the Northeast states. I'm trying to think what else we have to do here. So we do have some roof work we have to do. We have some patching and repair and painting over here on the side. All right, so here's one of the standard units. This is pretty much standard what they leave us with. So we usually go ceiling to floor with a scope of work. Ceiling to floor, light fixtures, ceiling, if there's any drywall repair. If it's too messed up here with patchwork, you just sometimes can just go right over the whole thing with a 3/8 sheet of sheetrock. This is an old 1900s built building. We have some funky layouts. What we'll do is we'll try to optimize these layouts as best we can by still keeping the drains where we can, and gas lines. Those are our two big ones, drains especially for toilets. Yeah, a little bit of a funky one. This one's we probably won't be able to fix this one to our liking. We usually budget between $12,000 and $15,000 a unit. Really bad ones go up to $20,000 for the entire redo. We do LVP floors. We do carpets in our bedrooms still. Why do we do that? Noise complaints on the, we do that in the second floors. Noise complaints on the first floors. This guy built a nice makeshift bedroom here. That's beautiful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for some broken windows. We are in what's called a C area, and we're bringing it to a C+, B- when we build those 12 across the street. Here's a tip: don't own the house, own the block. We own this property. We own another 3 units right next to us, and we are going to own 12 units right across the street here. So it's a solid add when you start to rebuild the entire neighborhood. Take it down to the basement. All right, taking you down to the basement. Now, this is not a normal basement. This one's a little scarier than usual. And what we try to do is make basements not scary, because technically what we want to do is find places to put coin-op laundry down here, as well as some built-in storage, if we can't do that in any common rooms or common areas in the other floors. So in this case, we do have some low pipes. Unfortunately, it's going to be tough to do anything with that unless we rerun all these things. And so we're going to have to debate whether or not it's worthwhile putting in coin-op laundry over here. But typically we'd clean all this up, paint it all bright colors, put some murals and paintings, do an LVP floor so it's not scary.